you don't have the right person in the right place, then that's when the problem starts. So my main challenge is to continually attract and motivate, and we'll talk about that later, and motivate persons to join and to help and to be participative in the political process. Thank you.
It's a financial services group. So lots have been said already, so I'm not going to go and repeat, but let's just delve into three main ones. First, female leader, mentioned that multi-generational employees, that's a big one. I think one of the main challenges we've got is to actually try to get employees to really put the best they can into the organization, bring the best of their abilities and contribute to the organization. And when you dealing with different generations, giving them a why, giving them the real need, real grounding in terms of what the meaning of what we want to do is the hardest challenge, because they are motivated sometimes by different things, they're driven by different things, their value systems are slightly different. So one of the main challenges I find. The second one is balancing the tension between short-term objectives and long-term, as already mentioned. The short-term, which is driven by short-term profits, ability, efficiency, was long-term, you try to build capacity. And in fact, you're not only developing your processes, systems, but mostly your people. And here you're talking about mentoring, training, making them believe in themselves, contributing more to organization, stretching, developing, growing, and that takes longer. And for that you need to invest, and you need to be able to sacrifice short-term results and returns to be able to get there. I think that's the biggest one, because you have pressure from outside the world to deliver results straight away. And in fact, it's a big challenge. Third one is, linked to the second one, is, it's also been mentioned, we are moving in a world which is changing faster and faster, so we need more people to be able to think within the organization, to bring their ideas forward, to be able to make a change and difference. For that, we don't need one leader anymore. One leader can't get all the ideas, they can't actually make sure we are doing things right. You need, in fact, 500 leaders. You need all the employees to be leaders, who believe they can change things. And come to our office in the morning and say, I can make a difference, I'm making a difference. And my ideas are being on board and being implemented. That's basically the third big one I see. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm outside from video. First of all, my apology for coming in late. And thank you, Sandra, for inviting me. Managing people and talent takes a different dimension in a professional service firm. Like video, it's much more than human capital, it's also our stock, because that's what we are selling at the end of the day. And this is where our true competitive advantage lies. I mean, a lot has been said, but the three biggest challenges we face, apart from finding the right talents, because we're always on the lookout for good people. So any one of you who wants to send your CV, welcome. The three biggest challenge is managing people who are 20-year-old and 60-year-old in the same organization. It's a constant battle. People have different aspirations and different expectations. The second biggest challenge is we operate offices across Mauritius, outside Mauritius. We have 7 offices today in East Africa. And cross-border management is very challenging, especially we don't operate in the same market segments. And aligning people to your vision, mission, and values cross-border. We are still learning how to get it right. And the third one is, how do you stop, how do you prevent good apple turning bad? Because over time, there are a lot of good people in the office. They have been very hardworking, but reach a point, they start becoming comfortable. And then they lose the hunger. And in a professional service firm, the day you lose the hunger, you stop winning. And that's a big challenge. And unfortunately, the legal provision don't allow us to get people off the bus. But it's a big challenge to keep carrying passengers like this. And I don't have the solution to that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Michael, we had quite a great response from that in terms of the challenges. And to summarize some of the key words that came up often was the generation gap, lack of self-starters, the search for entrepreneurship spirit, agility, finding the right talent, mentoring and investing for the future, and also people that believe in themselves, creating innovation, the cross-border, and as well losing the hunger. So you can take us from there and share what you have. Just give us all the answers.
Getting along with stockholders, stakeholders, Generation Y, Generation X. What do we call the people who are 60 years old? What generation? The old generation. It's all about relationship, because as a leader, we bring out the best in people. And how we do that, how we develop talent, how we recognize talent. So, as several of you spoke, I followed Jim Collins. Get the right people on the bus, get the wrong people off the bus. But that's, how do you do that? How do you refine it so that everybody buys in? Everybody is sold. Everybody is aligned. Because I heard several people talk about that alignment. And how do we satisfy those who are financing it, all the stockholders, when the business is more than just about money? So one of the things that Chip Conley did in his book, Chip Conley was CEO of a boutique set of hotels in California, San Francisco area, and after 9/11, people stopped traveling, especially with a boutique set of hotels. These were specialized, unique ones, and it was luxurious hotels with special. And so the hotel industry just went down, and he was worried about these hotels. So he redesigned everything, and eventually he wrote a book called Peak: How Great Companies Get Their Mojo from Nashville. I wish I had taken that. Mojo is juice, energy, inner spirit, how the great companies. And so he took the pyramid and he used it as a business model for a company. And at the bottom he said, the first two things, survival and safety, we've got to be commercially viable.